What up?
What up?
Yeah, so what we're talking about today is what was it we were talking about?
We're talking about non-judgment.
Non-judgment. Don't judge me, please.
Yeah. Don't judge me.
It's been a rough week.
So non-judgment. I mean that comes in many. First of all, judgment. What is judging? Is it saying negative things about other people? It don't even have to be negative. It could be good things. It could be bad things. It could be an inner thought about someone else. You don't have to even verbalize it.
Right.
It could be about yourself or anything outside of yourself. The idea is to not have these judgments. And why we're talking about non-judgment is because
it can only improve your life. We'll say that for sure, right?
Non-judgment can definitely help improve your life, I think.
I think it's only up with non-judgment.
Yeah.
I think it can only help.
I'll say this, that, what is it? Fucking, don't quote me, but like Buddha or some shit like that, whatever, one of those religions
Might have been
talk about non-judgment. I think it was Buddha.
Right.
And I get the concept. Like, the idea of non-judgment is to not put extra pressure on yourself, or
to look at something without limitations.
To be objective about things.
Right.
That's what I'm getting at.
Right.
Like, you want to be in the concept of non-judgment is to be in a state of mind where everything is just neutral.
Right.
Like, you're not looking at the unattractive woman that you see pass by and go, ugh, look at her. No.
Well, you don't see her as unattractive or attractive.
Yeah, she's just a person walking by is what I'm getting at.
Right.
Or say you go to work and you hear something that's unfavorable. In your mind now you're having all these negative thoughts about what you just heard and possibly the person that said it. Well, non-judgment means that you don't make a judgment either way. You just heard what you heard and that's it.
Right. And that's what I was leading up to what I say the benefits are of non-judgment. It's like, for instance, you could have a situation that normally you might consider a dilemma, right? Might seem urgent at the time, might even feel stressful at the time, right? But here's the thing: if you just see that situation for what it is, instead of saying this is a good situation or a bad situation or a stressful situation, it just is, right? And a better example, like you get a call from a bill collector saying, hey, you need to have this bill paid by this date tomorrow. This time tomorrow, this bill needs to be paid. All right. What most people would probably do is either stress out about it if they don't have it, or stress about how to get it, or be mad that they have to spend it because they didn't want to spend it, or something like that along those lines. So that right off the bat, from that viewpoint, it's a negative situation. You've already determined it's a situation. You've given it the what do you call it? The label of negativity, right? Which in its essence turns into a negative energy. But with non-judgment, you just say, okay, you look at it like this, from this standpoint. So it's really about how you look at something. Let's talk it like that. Non-judgment is really about how you look at something.
Yeah.
And you look at it from a neutral standpoint. That's what non-judgment is. You look at something from a neutral standpoint. This isn't a negative situation. This isn't a hard situation. This isn't even an easy situation. It just is a situation.
Yeah.
And the benefit of that I've seen in my own life is by doing that, you allow the universe's creative energy to solve it for you. It works itself out, right? In its own creative way, in its own creative timing, right? Instead of labeling, this is that, this is this, and this and that, the universe fixes it for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That might sound kind of,
airy-fairy.
Right, I hate using that word. But yes, you know what I'm saying with that word. And it does seem that way. But all I can do is speak on what I've experienced in my own personal life. And when you listen to these talks, you can either apply it to your life, or why not? Because it's like, it's not gonna hurt you. You might as well give it a try. But I've tried it multiple times, countless of times. I just recently did it with a situation that I thought I was gonna have to take care of financially. Instead, I said, well, I don't really have all the answers to this, so I'm gonna kind of just let the universe do what it's gonna do. It's not a bad or a good thing the way I'm thinking about it, right? It's not a good or bad thing, it just is what it is. And it got solved. You know what I mean? In fact, I got money back. Yeah, you just kind of look at things from a standpoint of neutrality. You know what I'm saying? From a neutral standpoint. It's not good, it's not bad, it's not hard, it's not easy. It just is, right? That's why I tend to say that a lot to myself in a lot of situations, moment to moment. It is what it is. It is what it is. Whatever the fuck it is, right? So that's what we mean by non-judgment.
It keeps you in a very observant state of mind.
Keeps you open.
And the reason why back to first, let me say this. Back to what I was saying, like where Buddha, I think it was, said the cause of all suffering is judgment. And what that basically means is, for one, that your perspective, the judgment is the thing that shapes your perspective. How you decide to judge something is how your perception is shaped. Your perception is also what creates your reality.
Right.
So it behooves you to not even put out that type of energy. You can do that by not judging the situation at all. Staying neutral is what we're saying. Let's just stay like that. Stay
I don't go
neutral.
left, I don't go right.
Yeah.
I just in the middle.
You don't go up, you don't go down. You just stay in the middle.
Right.
There's even like a concept of that called, I feel like it's in, I always say it wrong. It's not hermetics, I don't think. I don't think it's that.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a fucking, I don't even want to say it's philosophy. It's one of those things. Look it up. I'm not gonna do all that, but look it up. There's an idea. There's a concept. It has something to do with the law of balance, and you stay in balance by staying neutral. Law of neutrality. You stay neutral means you don't get too excited about things. You know what I mean? I remember I heard Jay-Z say that one time in an interview. I just don't get too excited about things. I think he said that because he understands that that's one of the biggest principles about creating your reality.
There's a book called Reality Conserving that kind of touches on that.
It talks about the same thing,
right?
Staying neutral.
Right.
Yes, exactly. So these are all the same fucking concept about staying in a neutral state, being the observer. You want to be the observer at all times. Everything around you, you want to just be the observer. You don't want to say, I like this or I don't like it, it's gross or it's pretty. You just want to let it be what it is. So ways to stay in that, there's like he mentioned earlier.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. You can say that. That's simple to me. You just say that about everything. Try doing that with everything.
That's what I do. It is
to
what
remind
it is.
yourself to not really judge it.
Right.
It's not to judge it doesn't mean that it's not existing.
Try not to feel one way or the other about it.
But by staying neutral, you're not getting yourself so worked up. You're not putting so much energy into it.
Right.
By staying neutral and being the observer and non-judgment, it conserves your energy even. Because when I say conserve energy, I'm not talking about necessarily physical energy. I'm talking about mental energy, the most important energy. You know, because that's what shapes your fucking reality. So by just staying in a neutral state at all times or as much as possible, you eliminate the extra energy put out. You eliminate creating things that you don't want to create in your reality.
Right. And also, it gives you the chance to reserve your energy and let the universe take over for you.
Exactly. Stay out the fucking way.
Yeah.
Your only job is to create the things that you want in this life, not the shit that you don't. You can create both, but the way we end up creating, because we're always stuck in this, at least I have been, a lot of us in this reality, we're stuck in this creating the ugly shit that we don't want, and then we're creating the shit we do. But if we could have our way, we would only create what we want. Why even deal with all the negative shit in life if you don't have to?
So that's what you call deliberate
creation, yeah.
Because we're going to create one way or the other. That's what we do. We are creating machines.
Right.
That's what we do from the day that we are born.
Creative beings.
Right. That's what we do. That's what we do all day, every day.
Yeah.
With consciously or unconsciously, we're creating. So you don't have to try to create.
Nah.
What we're talking about is focusing on deliberate creation.
Which means focusing only on the things that you do want. Don't even fucking have conversations about the things if you can have the things that you don't want or the unfavorable things in life.
And to be honest, I also want to be careful with that word want now. I almost want to say desire. Because want almost gives off a type of...
it creates an energy of desire. I get it.
A lack of, you know what I'm saying? It's an energy of lack.
Why even entertain the things that you don't want? Like, when you really think about it, you really break it down, like, what's the point in entertaining that thought?
Yeah.
You know, what's the point in entertaining this unfavorable...
You already know you don't want it, so why are we even thinking about that? Why are we even talking about that?
What is the actual intention of entertaining something, a situation or feeling or thought that's unfavorable? If it's unfavorable, that lets you know that's not what you want, so why fucking even think about it? Why even... And I say don't think about it. You let the thought happen, but let it pass. You don't have to sit and ponder every single thought that comes through your head, especially the negative ones.
Because once again, that's still judgment.
Shit, just calling it negative is judgment.
Yeah, exactly.
See? Just so when I say, correct myself, just ponder the thoughts. Rather, don't let them be good or bad. Just let them be thoughts.
Observe them.
You know? Observe it.
See yourself as the observer of that thought.
Because I was talking to this chick at work, and she was like really stressing, and she was talking about how she was so full of anxiety, and I could see it all over. And I remember I told her a story about how I used to be really, really anxious like that back in the day. And it means essentially at the end of the day, all that was really me just thinking about the future too much, and worrying about and thinking about the things that I can't control, that's completely out of my control. That's from being in my head too much. But you get out of your head by staying in observer mode. See, that's the difference. When you're just observing, you don't have to figure out why or how, or you know what I mean? You don't have to.
Nor do you feel one way or the other, because
Yeah.
feeling is a big part of this
It's a part of
process
the
of
creation
manifestation,
process.
right?
But see, we're always creating this it's like a laser, that we're just out of control. We're just letting them up,
all over the place,
burning
right.
shit up, fucking shit up, you know,
Sun-focused,
hitting everything, you know,
right.
aimlessly creating.
Right.
But if we get focused and then start doing this shit with some purpose,
Then
you
you
know
start
what I
to
mean?
have some consistency with
Yeah,
what you're manifesting.
consistency, right? Because we all creating.
That's what we're
but
looking for.
But we
you know
don't
what
get
I
the
mean?
consistent creation that we all want.
I think all of us want that. We want that consistency. We all manifesting. What we want to do is manifest deliberately, manifest consistently.
Right.
That's what we're looking to do.
More favorable things. Because
Right.
you know what, y'all? For real, I'm pretty blessed enough to I've been pretty abundant in how I create my life. You know what I mean? But I haven't been consistent. It ain't always been as good. Sometimes I create really horrible things for myself,
Right.
and I'm like, what the fuck happened? Where did I go wrong?
I will say this last year has been the most consistent so far.
More than I ever have. But I'm still learning, to stay on that tip, because sometimes you get thrown off. Certain things happen and then you get thrown off.
Right.
But yeah, it's really about just not judging it, not fucking putting too much energy into it.
It's not good. It's not bad.
It just
It just is. Remember that. It just is.
So you don't. Another way to help stay in observer mode and non-judgment is through staying centered. You try to stay centered as much as possible, and you stay centered as much as possible by staying in the moment.
Emotionally centered,
Yeah.
physically centered,
Mentally.
centered.
You want to just don't consider anything else outside of what is going on right now in this moment.
Right.
Like how we're just sitting in this
now.
frame. The only thing you focus on, the only thing you can see right now is what's going on in this frame right here. That don't exist. What's going on outside of this little frame don't exist over there.
Right.
This is the reality that we're all existing in right now.
What's
this
in front
is
of
the
us
moment.
right now?
That is what reality means.
Nothing there, nothing there. What do they call it? Tunnel vision.
Tunnel vision, right.
Try practicing that. Let's talk about that. Let's try practicing on a daily basis. Take about 10, 20 minutes a day, right? Just to look at things in a tunnel vision type of way. Practice that. Physically do that. Try
Call it
that.
mindfulness, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you focus on strictly what's going on in that moment,
Right in front of you.
you're so much to be observed. But we rarely ever fucking notice it because we're so worried about so many things that happen in the past or in the future. And those is what causes these things called depression in the past. In the future, thinking about the future too much causes anxiety.
None of which actually exist anymore.
Neither one exists. The only one that really exists is this
Right
moment.
now, this moment that we can prove right now. We can't prove the past, can't prove the future. You can only prove it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly right now. Because it's in front of you. So that's proof that it exists.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah, and I also want to just add this a little bit too. Like the mind isn't meant, I think we said this before, isn't really necessary, it's not really designed to figure things out. We've been taught that, but it ain't really a figure out type of, mechanism. It's not really like how it works.
It's not its design.
It's meant to process. It's meant to process what's already happened. Remember, it's not meant to figure out what's gonna happen in the future. It's not meant to fucking go back and go, what happened back then? No. What happened right now, and that was it. Just
what's going to happen.
No, none of that. It's just meant to just observe what's going on right now,
right?
To process it. You know what I mean? And then you let the intuition figure out what's coming next.
Right.
You don't have to do shit. Your intuition's already working anyway, working for you.
Your brain will process what the next move is because that intuition will send it to you
within that moment.
And you act on that
within that moment,
right?
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all his life is a series of moments, moment to moment to moment. So
Yeah.
all you need to do is react to each moment. How can you do that if you're not in the moment? If you're not focused on the moment, you'll miss it otherwise.
Because you got to think about it. Like in the concept of time, you got seconds, minutes. Minutes turn to hours. Hours turn to days. Days turn to months. Months turn to years. These are all just measurable moments, really, though.
That's all it is.
That's all. So they say time's not real. Yeah, in essence it's not, but we're using these things as measurable. We're measuring these moments. That's how we do in the physical world. We need something physical, something tangible to hold and see, to prove. But in reality, time.
I don't think we really even need to measure.
We don't really need to, but we've been trained to.
Right.
It's kind of psychotic how we do that.
It wastes a lot of your energy again. Another way to distract you.
We count our birthdays, you know what I mean?
What
And
you
shit
doing all
like that.
for? Yeah.
It's really kind of crazy. But the idea is don't get sidetracked by all these stupid ass things. The only thing that really matters is that moment.
And to be honest with you, you just brought up a good topic. I think we should do that tomorrow. Let's talk about that, birthdays. You know? Mm-hmm. That's something I want to speak on, but that'll be another subject. But I think that's something we should speak on too.
Yeah.
But anyway, as far as this whole this conversation about
non-judgment,
being non-judgmental, yeah,
could essentially be the key to your happiness. It could be. I just say that because it's less effort. It keeps you in the flow of life. It keeps you aligned with you, and it keeps you stress-free.
That part is true.
Because all that thinking and being in your head and trying to figure out the past or the future, or that's all.
Why
things,
this happened?
Why this happened? Those are all things
that didn't happen.
Those are all signs of being out of alignment with yourself, and you get back into being in alignment with just being in that moment. Don't judge it. Just let it be. Whatever it is, stay in that moment.
Whoever you are today, it's exactly that. It's just enough. Whoever you are today. It's a good chance you'll probably be somebody different tomorrow, but that's tomorrow. You don't even know if that'll come anyway. But that's good to have that goal. That's what we're doing. We're aiming. It's good to have that aim. You know what I'm saying? To who you want to see, who that end goal is, who I want to be then. It's good to have it, but that isn't where the energy should be focused on. You know what I mean? In fact, that goal that you have is only going to be created in this moment.
That's right.
If you don't focus on this moment, you ain't never going to see that anyway.
Yeah.
So don't focus too much on that, because I used to do that a lot.
So if you're somebody out there that's full of anxiety and right now, if you're stressed out and worried about what you're going to do in the next 10 minutes, 10 hours, 10 days, 10 weeks, try to just take it day by day and try to take it moment to moment, first and foremost. Really try. Try to suspend all your worry or your concerns about what's going to happen in the next. Yeah. Try to put all your energy into only being worried about, or concerned, not worried, but concerned, not even concerned, being focused and present to what's going on in that moment.
I would literally not even, like I said, I would literally just cut it back to just simple as that, moment to moment. Because that moment's going to turn into days anyway.
Yeah.
So let's just focus on that moment. Because so much can happen just in that moment. It can turn everything, believe it when I say this, that moment can turn everything around depending on where you focus your energy and how what you do with that moment. Mm-hmm. Seriously, I've seen it all turn around. In a moment. It's all it takes. Sounds crazy, but it's so true.
Yeah.
It's that moment.
So yeah, don't miss the opportunities that exist within the moment. Worried about what's gonna happen next.
By judging it.
Or by judging it.
By trying to label it.
Yeah, don't try to label it. Don't try to give it a name or feel like you gotta feel a certain way about what just happened. You don't have to do any of that. All you have to do is just accept that this is what it is in the moment. That's it. Whatever it is. Because just as quick as it happened, it can be just that quickly over just that quick. But you gotta let it. If you're busy harboring on, holding on to it, it may not pass as quick. You're just keeping yourself stuck in this possibly uncomfortable moment longer than you need to be.
Yeah, with me, I've noticed it just usually solves itself. When you handle things with non-judgment, it usually solves itself.
Yeah.
It usually does whatever it's got to do. You put the intention of it being solved and let it solve itself.
I think that's what that
judgment.
saying, this too shall pass shit is about.
Yeah.
It's about saying this gonna pass just like every other moment in life.
One way or the other.
So don't hold on to it. That's what I think. I don't think it means somebody gonna come swoop you off your feet and save you. I just think it means that if you let this shit pass, let the next thing pass. It passes anyway, if you let it.
Right.
So don't judge it. Don't try to hold on to it. Don't try to explain it. Don't try to understand it. Just let it be. Stay in the moment. Don't judge it. Try your best not to judge anything that happens from moment to moment. It's gonna take time because your brain's already trained to fucking give judgment about every little thing that happens. It's okay though, but give it a shot. Try something new. If you really are interested and you're tired of being stressed out or tired of being anxious about things, really give it a shot. Give it an honest fucking attempt to just try to be in the moment and just let things be from moment to moment without judgment. Try. Maybe it'll feel better. Try that for the moment and see how free things feel.
Try it right now, in this moment. And then when you're done with that, leave a comment in the comment section. Let us know what happened with that. And most of all, share this with somebody who also can probably, benefit from this. And like the video, because that helps us spread it around to more people who could use this video. And if you like what we talk about in general, subscribe to the channel, please. That definitely helps us as well.
Yep. Just want to say thank you for anybody who came through and checked out what the twins was talking about. We are DV, in case you didn't know that. Yeah, man, I fucks with y'all. I love you, and I love myself. I just want you to take some time and love yourself for yourself because you deserve it. Peace.